noticed that many RV owners don't have a basic understanding of what their responsibility is when it comes to taking care of your RV to make sure that, number one, you have a great RV experience, and number two, keep your RV in a state that it's eligible for warranty claims. You know, if you do nothing but get on the internet and go to the forums, you would think that every RV is just garbage. The trolls that are out there that blame everything on everybody else are typically the ones that don't have that basic understanding of what their responsibility is when it comes to RV maintenance. If you own an RV, then you have a responsibility for quite a bit of the maintenance that goes on before you even think about taking it to the factory. Now, don't get me wrong, the RV industry is not perfect. And, you know, there's a lot of thought out there that says, you know, I paid this much for that rig, it should be better. I'm not going to disagree with you, but it is what it is. And your understanding of what your responsibility is when it comes to RV maintenance and keeping your RV ready to roll down the road, well, a lot of that is on you. Right now, we're in the process of going through our annual maintenance, and we're going to do it in two phases this time. We're doing it a little bit now and a little bit before we hit the road in June. And by spreading it out a little bit, we'll be able to identify problems that we can't fix, and we'll be able to make sure that our RV is ready to hit the road. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of great information in the forums out there, but be very careful because there's a lot of people that use anonymity just to bash on whatever industry that you're talking about. I mean, let's be fair. These are homes on wheels. They roll, they shake, they rattle, they hit every pothole. Yeah, they're not sticks and bricks houses. They're not made to withstand weather and storms and earthquakes. I mean, they are what they are. It's a box and frame. It is wheels and it springs. It bounces and it transfers shock all the way through the rig. If anything, we should be trolling our local departments of transportation to get the roads fixed. Anyway, this week, now that we got a break after the winter storms and whatnot, I'm going through and doing a lot of our annual maintenance. Annual maintenance that you'll find on the chart in your owner manual. We're going to finish this annual maintenance process before we hit the road in June. But right now, there's lots of stuff that we can do. We're going to be hitting the road for about 3 months. So we want to make sure that our rig is in tip-top shape so that while we're out on the road, we don't have any problem. So we started with our owner's manual, and anything that we can't do, we're going to go ahead and take it into the dealer and make sure that they do that. Now, a word on the dealer, make sure that you're using an authorized dealer. Why? Well, I think it's important because number one, they're certified. Number two, they typically have the parts and they have the knowledge to get your rig fixed right. Go ahead and have it done at a, discount dealer, and you're going to get what you pay for. So one of the cool things that we like about Keystone RV is the DIY program. Now, if you're not familiar with the DIY program, and if you don't own a Keystone, you probably wouldn't, but if you get the My Keystone app or jump on the computer at KeystoneRV.com, you could go to the DIY program and you fill out a little form. You tell them what the problem is. If it's something that you're comfortable with fixing, and if it's something that they are comfortable with you fixing, what they'll do is they'll send you the parts and you fix it yourself. It saves a lot of time and energy. You don't have to be out of your rig. You save shop time for the people that need to have their rigs in the shop. And you know what? You get some experience in doing things for yourself. And in turn, you're going to learn more about your RV. And the more you do, the more comfortable you'll get. And then it becomes so much easier to do your annual maintenance, to do regular maintenance, and you don't have to listen to the trolls on the internet. So I think if you pull out your owner's manual, you're going to find that it's not a lot of work. It's all stuff that, when you're doing pre-trips and you're doing monthly maintenance or quarterly maintenance or biannual maintenance, you'll start knocking out a bunch of that stuff. Chapter 13 in our book gives a really good maintenance schedule, and it tells you pre-trip all the way down to annual, what you need to do. And if you look at these, if you're doing this throughout the year, annual maintenance is really a piece of cake. Yeah, and so instead of, blaming everyone else for stuff that goes wrong in your RV, you can rest assured that you did the work and everything checks out okay. Our owner's manual has a wealth of information. The charts, the descriptions, it really makes owning an RV not that intimidating. And if it's something that I can't fix, I leave it to the experts. Hey, listen, the fun of RVing is getting out there and having worry-free experiences. You can't do that when things are going wrong. You start worrying about everything. Preventive maintenance is the key to having great experiences and a longer lasting RV. So you can take some responsibility, or you can leave it up to the internet to tell you just how bad your RV is. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to share our videos with a friend, and we'll see you next week.